Yeah. Bar Talk JA coming out again. This is what? Season 2, episode 6.
Few.
Season 2, episode 6.
Why Panato? Few.
It's a tremendous achievement in our own little understanding because of something where we conceptualize and whenever we say to reach yesterday, we are basically continue upon a great part. So big up all the man them in the bar talk, yeah. Big up all the female fans, all the male fans, all the fans in general. Yeah. So introduce the game players right away. So you're gonna have Ngovo, you're gonna have Yajiro, and the great man, the teacher. Yeah, so big up again. So do some likes. Do
So
some
you're not telling me name, brother?
Everybody know the Salaman. Right away.
No bad mind the thing, brother.
Reach class to Jackie and tell Jackie, give me two flasks of rum and 3 cranberry juice.
Yeah, give me a cola and a king there with a cup of ice. Set speed.
Give me a JWB there and a ginger beer.
It's a room temperature water. That's a easy idea.
Yeah man, put it in a messy mug.
And ginger ale. Let me take some of your rum.
Jiro.
Respect. Give thanks, you know? So we're there again. New topic. Something more we need to discuss. Something more we realize been happening. Because as a youth growing up, them always tell us say education is the key to success. But things and times have changed. And key stop use now, a door pass and anything they use now. Swipe on card and door open. No more key. Key them stuck here now. So the youth them must say the key thing a whole time thing. So man I find different ways now to elevate themselves through monetary gains, and we see a rise in a thing down west, and it has spread across the island, and it's called pretty much scamming. So we see a rise in scamming, but society don't play and look down on the youth them when them scamming. However, the same society, when it happens in the corporate world, white collar crime, corporate embezzlement, even churches as well, society don't play hard and fast with these society people. Because watch this, Carlos Hill still there road I walk up and down. What happened to society? Why is it that there is a divide in regards to one society looking down on scamming versus not looking down on white collar crime, corporate embezzlement? What heap of things happen now, and I think the tide and the time is right to discuss this. Because we see what 124 million just disappear, so, and people that get sent on leave, people gone move from this up, gone put this up. Like we kick it off today, and we just start with discussion around that. Why is it that society is not beating down on them as much as them beating down on scamming? Is it a racial thing? Is it a poor people versus a rich people thing? Let's see how we can dissect that topic here and shed some light and enlighten the public. So kick it off. Any man can run in and start that.
I will start stuff. In regards to scamming, the issue that I have with scamming is the simple fact that the young men who are generally the perpetrators of the scamming thing, there's no sense of what's next after the whole scamming thing, because in truth and in fact, crime is prevalent in Jamaica in every sector, every farm, every farmer, whether middle, upper class, lower class, white, poor, black, shiny man, thief. Crime is a part of it. As I said, that's the issue. I have no issue with young men taking the part of deciding, say, this society that we live in are too difficult and too hard and fast, too much red tapes for the black color. So we have to work. So instead of doing it the hard way, we take it the smart way, which goes to show, say, is a sense of positive deviance, but nobody really want to focus on the asset aspect of it, that the fact that the youth them can call, can do all sort of thing and get people to send them money to them. So we don't look at it like that. We just look at it, say, oh, them youth are this and that. But yes, when you check Montego Bay's current economy, is run on scamming money. Every big company has put a head office or a head branch or some farm or something in a mobile, and I make money. When me got mobile and see Tankwell in a mobile, I realize say, yeah, scamming money at work. So at that time I first started.
All right, so let me just say what I have to say real quick. He doesn't understand why society look more down on the scamming. Basically, Jerry was say him not understand why society. If say him not understand why society view the scamming thing in a negative light. As far as he's concerned, they turn a blind eye to uptown or white collar crimes or what have you. Well, it's pretty simple. The simple fact is that there is a direct and evident connection between scamming and violent crimes in Jamaica, whereas there is no apparent or obvious connection between the white collar crimes and any incidents of perpetuating crime and violence. Because if you realize that before the whole scamming thing come about, places like Lucy, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, those places weren't associated with so many murders, guns, gangs, and all these things. But since the emergence and proliferation of the scamming thing, you find where, as far as St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, Lucy, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, right round, the scamming thing make violence spread across those communities, which traditionally and historically would have been very peaceful, rural communities, and the scamming has flipped the switch, and it's now riddled with violence. So it's quite obvious. That is why society looks on scamming different from how it looks on white collar crimes. Nguvu said that.
All right, I'm gonna go through the teacher. All right. We look on this scamming thing a way where they try to divide. Or them look on the whole ball game of scamming or white collar crime. Them have the thing as poor people the scamming and the well-to-do or upper class people the white collar crime or blue collar crime. The only reason why them have a big issue now we are going with the youth, some shoot murdering, killings, which we can understand still. You know what I mean? Because some of the youth them still, them a buy a gun, them a do all type of thing with the scamming money. Yeah, we know say it bring economical boom down at the west. You have a lot of car marks, you have a lot of construction thing going on down there. But when the gun thing come in, that's what me have a problem. Well, gun culture and scamming thing, because everybody make money now, so them start arm themselves. Use the money and do something good or something productive.
No, you know it's not only a matter of now you have the money, so you're bringing some gun. It's just that in order to be successful in scamming, you need to use illegal means to get
That is debatable. Mr. Nguvo, that is debatable.
I wasn't finished. I was saying
that is debatable, sir.
I wasn't finished.
Hold on.
I wasn't finished.
Where call a roll read or that woman?
Hold on.
No, make teacher finish the
opening statement, brother, and they want to take it at the opening discussion.
I never
finish
I
please.
never say nothing.
When I finish it.
Oh, yo, man.
Hold on there. So here one now. Mr. Nguvo, wait a turn, brother. Yeah, man.
So go on talk
yeah, man. My part pan it on the blue color, the white color crimes thing. Yes, when I reach the upper class, them not call it scamming, you know. Them call it fraud or misappropriation of funds, which I find it totally distasteful. Them are still thief and big scammer. The rural read them, the education ministry, Mr. Pinnock over CMU, and then we have the Grace McLean the other day, them put her upon leave or so. Them a big high-level scammer too. Or we can say it. Not a teacher for now. Yeah, man. Yeah,
right.
Got you.
All right. Yeah. Just to add, I don't see any difference between the two, but what they really what the people are seeing now, because this really affect the states. So that's why this have such thing. It have a thing with the murder, murder and everything. But what it really affects is the states. So that's why you really see them have so much on it and scamming.
It's important.
So that's why them have this thing against the scamming thing. Because it affects the US so much.
What thing?
Sure.
All right, watch this. Me hear Nguvo talk, and he must say the crime and the violence. Since Jamaica care about a black man, kill a black man.
Well, if you don't care about black man and kill black man, you can say that.
No, I'm asking you.
No, but if you don't care about black people dying, that is you.
Me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Me ask you something. Why? When since? The only thing with
when since what? When since what? No,
Hold
why?
on, let me
When
finish.
since what? Yeah.
Let me finish. The only thing why them a make a big deal out of it, as he had said, and as teacher say, is because the poor people them a get a next way out. Every way that a poor
All
man
right.
can
So
get
make
out.
be
Let me finish
specific,
now.
no
Let
man.
me
Where you
finish
said
now.
them? We are talking about them. Where you said them? What you mean?
The Miss Goody Two Shoes and Mr. Goody Two Shoes them in society. And right now it sounds like you want to be one of them.
Anything you
Is
want
that
to say?
the
But
case?
just ask the question. Anything you want to say? No, ask the question.
And what I'm saying is that
Our
the on
Jiro, you see a
no,
little roast, you smell a little roast breadfruit though.
I mean, I told
Because black people are dead means nothing too, no. I tell you, say not
no,
pass.
that's not
Brother,
what
we
I'm
never
Place
saying.
like Saint
That's
Elizabeth,
not what I
And
am saying.
Ginger Hill,
That's
Saint
not what I
Elizabeth.
am
don't
Red
change
saying.
herring,
narrative.
red
You have
herring.
said,
I
That's
don't
don't
know.
not
change
what I am
narrative.
Don't
saying.
know if you know.
Don't
If you
mislead the
never hear
public.
about.
That is
Listen,
not what I
That's
am
some
we
saying.
not
red
This is what
herring,
support no
I'm
sir.
killing,
saying.
brother. We
This is
not
what
No,
I'm
but
saying.
don't play the
support
killing.
no killing.
Don't play
No,
the killing.
We're
what
not
I'm
done playing it. Me
Oh,
saying in my
you
statement
Connection
earlier.
between
so
crime and
hold on,
violence and the
oh,
scamming.
so because
hold on.
Rural Reed never kill nobody, it's okay.
That's the
Who
way
said
I'm trying
that?
to
No,
say.
who said that? Who
That's the
said
way.
that?
That's the way
That's
I'm
what I
trying to
said,
say.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Cause the NCB
No.
woman they never kill nobody.
I
She
did
good.
not say
Burn
there's
them out
nothing
same way.
wrong
You can't
with
burn
what.
out the lower class people.
Yo,
Them.
I did not say there's nothing wrong with what Royal did or all those
I've never
others.
heard you say there's something wrong though.
No, but the topic is we're not talking about this the fact
Scamming.
that we're not
Scamming
talking about the
versus-
fact that society
versus that.
looks one way on white collar crimes and another way on scamming. That is the question. So the answer to
Yeah.
the question is
Right.
there's a difference in the view because one of them has a clear and direct connection with crime and violence.
No, Mr. Nguvo. Hold on, listen to what me
Where I say
right?
there's no what are you
Hold
saying
on,
no
hold
to?
on.
Swamp
What
to,
are you
swamp to
saying
the
no to?
politician,
Hold on.
swamp to the
What are you
Sampai
saying no
scamming.
to?
Swamp
What
to
are you
Hold
saying
on,
no
Sampai
to?
scamming.
All right, make we get some little order, right? Here
No,
what I'm
here, where I
saying.
say no to? Where I say there's
Hold
no
on,
connection between scamming and crime?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Is
now.
there a
Listen to what
connection
I'm
between
saying.
scamming and crime?
All right, let me finish now. You want me
Major
to speak
connection.
now?
No, man can't answer the question. Answer
So
the
let
question.
The
me
man
speak
finish
now,
then
now.
go for brother.
Let me speak now. I'm
The
going to
man
answer the
finish now,
question.
brother.
Yeah, is there a connection between crime
Is there a
and
connection
scamming?
between scamming and crime? Yes,
So yeah,
there's a connection.
Oh, all right.
Hold on now. Let me finish. Yes, there's a connection between scamming and crime. Right. But since these persons in society, the same politicians, the same people in upper echelon, when is it that they are so interested and so I guess I'm not even have to say that they are against black man killing black man? When
All right,
since?
first of
The
all,
only hold on now. I'm finished.
yeah.
The only takeaway, the only difference in these situations is that the black man them want to kill the black man them are making money and they don't want black men to make money.
Let me remind you of something. Scamming has been around for quite a while, and the Jamaican.
No.
Hold on, man.
When you finish that.
Which
Yeah.
scamming you talk about? You talk about the Jamaican scamming or
you wanna know
scamming
which
worldwide?
Scamming in a mobile has been around for
We
quite
call
some.
long time.
What you
Give
call
me
quite
a
a while?
timeline. 10
Yeah,
years
let
ago,
me listen.
20 years ago.
Can I make my statement?
We need a timeline. Can
I
you
make my
like
statement?
what you?
From
Right,
my
I
boy,
mean,
they
I go on from
exist. From my boy, they
1970.
exist. The big
Bebe.
baby.
Baby, my talk.
Yeah, can I make
Yeah.
my statement?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but when was that?
Can I make my statement?
That
I'm
was
saying-
about
saying.
10 years ago.
15 years ago.
No, I'm
All right,
saying.
so you might talk
You
about
hold
long
on.
time. What is long time?
So
From the 70s,
roughly
scamming
15
there,
years
there,
ago.
Mobile?
may I
Roughly
make my
15 years.
may I make my point?
70s
May I make my point?
and 80s scamming there, but
Who said 70s and 80s? May I make my
Yeah.
point?
you say long
May I
time
make my
ago.
point?
It's a long time, brother. Make him
Yeah,
point.
my
then.
point.
Wait, I say.
So
Make him point.
The
Already, you know.
The Jamaican society and the Jamaica police force and the Jamaican government turned a blind eye to scamming until they were forced to do so by the US authorities. It's not Jamaica society or government or anybody of their own will or of their own impression sought to address the issue. They were forced to do so by the US authorities. They were threatened with all sorts of sanctions and this, not, and whatnot. That is why, so it's not a matter of say them feel bad about black people getting rich or them feel bad about the crime and the violence. So it's not it. But now let's say to you, say them business about black people are dead. All I'm saying to you, the perception is different because one of them is directly connected with violent crime and the other is not.
And also, all right, you mentioned US, right? US don't business about not killing in a Jamaica.
No,
US
but that's
only
not their
paying into-
concern.
So
Their
hold on
concern
now,
is
so
their
hold on
citizen.
now.
So that's why
But you mentioned
but that's why they
violence,
did
you know?
it. I'm not saying that the US come and intervene because
Why
of the
you change
murders.
your mouth now?
No,
But
yeah,
that's
now
a-
listen. USA
No,
intervened
but
because
you
their
say something
citizens
to
were
me.
complaining. The USA intervened because them citizens not
So them
complain.
citizens not complain, so what? Them a get dead or them a get...
So them
them
a lose
get-
their money. So them citizens lose their money. As senior citizens
Right.
in the US
So
lose their
that-
money. So that's
so
why the
you
US
just-
acted. That is why the US acted. Right?
Right, and you just kill yourself in the show.
No.
So you start out by saying in the violence and crime and men killing men and rape. And now you tell me say because US citizens that lose them. Which
No,
one is
you
it?
not listen.
Pick a
You
side,
not.
pick
You
a side. Which
obviously
one?
not
Which
listening.
one?
Him not,
I'm
him not
saying-
picking a
Which
side,
one?
man.
No,
I'm
Put
no.
that
You
in
gotta
opening
listen up.
Is it the
statement.
US
No, you
people
gotta
that
listen.
rob the money or is
You
it
gotta
the
listen. Hold
Jamaican
on.
man are dead? Which one?
Hold on. You gotta listen up because I'm
Which
saying
one though?
yeah, the police and the government intervene because the US forced them to. That's one point. The second point is that there is a perception, there is a difference in perception now when I talk about intervention because the citizens in the United States complain
Right.
to federal government. The
Yeah.
federal government pressure local government to intervene. So Jamaican local authorities were forced to intervene because scamming was taking place before the intervention of the local authorities. But as you yourself say, no, Jamaica can really address crime as a serious matter on the agenda, right? As you see where to fight COVID, everything put into COVID prevention, but when it come on to fighting crime, it's like a joke thing. You see me?
Because
So-
COVID affect
Because them the
everybody.
business
Not
about black
just
man are
affect
dead. Because
COVID.
them,
COVID now
and the thing
affect
is, them the
just
business
black
about
man. It
poor black man.
affect the rich man them too,
Yeah, the
and
rich
the rich
man.
man them
And
who
them
they won't
money.
lock up
Exactly.
and a live
business.
at them place.
Yeah.
Them a lose.
Them not
Exactly.
business about black
Exactly.
man, they are dead. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's why before
But
the
when
US
black man
pressure
start
them.
make money now.
No, that's why
them
when the
running.
US, I know because the US pressure them, why the government do something.
All right,
That too.
all right.
Them
What
have
is
to-
what
yeah,
is
them have to- them
what
have
is
to fall to
Ngovo?
US.
And what is more on to hear what I ask, right? Because when we mention scamming, I guess most persons out there in podcast land are only thinking of a man saying, "Hi, my name is Joe. You have just won $1 million in the cash sweepstakes or
Man,
So
whatever."
money,
you
get
need
money.
to
No.
stop, yo, Jerry, you need to soften your voice for the scamming thing. The man them not
All right,
so.
here we go. Hi, my name is Joe. You know, we just won $1 million in the fresh
Yeah,
sweepstakes lotteries.
Yeah,
To
that.
Farm.
win your
the
money,
farm,
you gotta send $1,000 to this account.
Yeah.
That alone is not
Or the
scamming, right?
sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Because watch this. Every way that a poor youth in Jamaica finds a way to
Repeat
make
that
some
again, my
money.
boss. Repeat that again. Everywhere what?
Every way
Right.
that a poor youth in Jamaica
Mhm.
finds
Thank
an
you.
angle
Mhm.
or an outlet to make some money
Yeah.
in regards to becoming better in regards to financially.
Yeah.
These people in society fight it out and they
Give
sometimes
me two other ways.
well, all right.
Give me
And they
two
use
other
some of
ways.
these. All right, one perfect example. We have a lot of them now out there. The little stores that they open up that you see selling this not clothes, this not that, name brand, quote unquote, name brand shoes, name brand sneakers.
Mhm.
A lot of these persons, how they do is that they go to the deep part of China
Right.
that sell the most authentic fraud brand.
True.
And them ship it by the
True.
container loads to Jamaica.
Right.
What is happening now is that these CM fraud squad police, these CM fraud squad, whatever not, are now
Yeah.
clamping down on them and saying that, oh, they're selling fraud brands. Let's take all of them from off the street because, quote unquote, they are
But Drew,
funding.
but hold on, Drew.
So
Remember,
wait,
say,
so
them
wait,
come
hold-
through the
hold
wharf,
on.
you know, Drew. Hold on, and go over.
Mm.
It rich man clear it through the wharf, you know. But it's when the China
No, and a rich man clear to
man them
the
send it to the
at
poor
the
man,
government,
and them
at the
time the
government,
police run in.
at the
Then
government
they
clear
go
to the
on
China
a
wharf.
rich,
man.
then a
It
rich
got
man.
you, whatever. Yeah, then the rich people them.
At the
Come
government
on,
clear to the
man.
wharf.
Some of the same rich people them.
No, you have to know how you are
But
aligned.
when the
blame.
poor man get the goods, the police run in. The police run in.
But,
The
go on
police
there.
run in and burn up the people them goods.
No,
Because
but
the poor black man get the counterfeit good now. I'm try to sell it, can't
Tita,
sell it. But they
Tita,
don't. Yeah.
so Jerry, again, you see the whole issue, because this is intellectual property rights we are talking about, is not the local government act on its own to clamp down on these things. Those are pressure from the US. right? And not necessarily Jamaica government feels that they need to intervene where those things are concerned. That is a matter of intellectual property rights, and that the US push forward those things on their agenda.
Basically, Nguvo, everything is stemming from the West then, in terms of the intervention. So nothing what the government do is on the government. Then. That's how you try to say. No, that's how you try to say.
No, he mentioned the scamming.
No, I'm trying to understand the narrative.
I'm saying, you mentioned the scamming, I'm sure you say, at the US force, our government intervening in scamming. I mentioned about brand and name brand.
Goods, yeah.
There is something known as intellectual property rights. And that's one of the tools.
But
we know that. It come through the WAF.
Is them force? Is the US force Jamaica to have that legislation in the first place? We are
but
Nguvo,
and the
black man get it and can't sell it.
Not even finish the methods, because that was just one.
Yes, so give you our next one then.
Next one. Dancehall. We can mention dancehall, right?
Yeah.
We can mention even back then with cash plus.
Show how dancehall. Show how dancehall.
Dancehall is how a lot of poor people make their breakthrough in life.
So how the government fight Mavada and Bounty and Beanie now? Tell you now.
They're fighting dancehall itself.
Oh, them fight Mavada and Beanie and Popcorn.
Let me continue.
Tell me Popcorn and Vibes Cartel and Mavada get fight now.
You're just naming a handful of persons who break through. Just a handful.
Everybody else get fight.
That's about scamming, Gerald.
The next thing is that Carlos Hill, Cash Plus. The only reason Cash Plus mash up is what? Because a lot of poor persons were able to now access Cash Plus and we're starting to get funding.
Money
for your money.
Hold on, man.
No, what I'm saying
is a political thing. When the government change, the new party never favor Cash Plus because
because they never want poor people. And the new party that you're talking about is the same JLP party that is in power now. The same JLP party took over and because they don't like poor people. The same party now don't agree and don't like poor people. So I know what you're talking. The same party. What mean, man a yard, that's why I'm vice gone now. You can't talk. No, because him see man come and mash up the thing, time take too much money and mash it to put it in gas station when him never run properly. And mash up him gas station. You come and talk now about poor people. You know nothing? You know nothing? Allegedly. Make use the term allegedly. The same brother. That's why him vice gone on him sounds, you know. I don't know why you talk, but you know nothing? You come and talk about this and that.
Follow man and you was allegedly, because me make bring the point forward say is when the government change, and me bring forward the point that when the government change.
Yeah,
nobody tell me nothing, once poor people in Jamaica start make a way out, them fight everything what poor people do. Taxi service, them lock down taxi service. Dancehall, them all lock down dancehall. Cash Plus, them lock down Cash Plus. Pinsack, them lock down Pinsack. You come and talk now. That there scamming them are going with and not defend. You want to stick to one topic, man. Stick to the dancehall, man. You see your dancehall. That's why them can put them on leave. Everything is okay because violence not involved. Poor people not. Their people are not dying.
No, I can't tell you.
It's Sparta. Eating not a bar, yo.
Scamming in dancehall.
Turn up the AC.
Piola.
Bartender, turn up the AC.
Piola.
Piola.
The radio CEOs and owners are aware of Piola.
Right. Go through the Salaman with that.
And the only way a young man can get him song played properly on the radio, he has to pay.
Big money too.
But at the same time, every single day here, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and all of them.
Right.
Them have to pay them.
So who make
them have to pay the foreigner them.
So who made the radio station them prefer pay hip hop and R&B?
The radio station.
Why the radio station prefer hearing those things?
Listener, man.
Why the radio station prefer playing those things?
Because breadfruit like yourself and say black people, them do business about black people. That's why them a mash up. I know me and
go over.
No, me ask why
no, man,
why
is
it that?
Man, wait, no, man,
why is it that
same way?
That dance never come about because of Uptown, you know, and Uptown make dance emerge, you know.
What is it?
We know that
no, but why you gonna blame Uptown?
Why no one nobody make them?
Them are the gatekeepers now, brother.
Uptown a gatekeeper. Uptown a
No,
gatekeepers
code
of
on
dance
thing.
That's
hall.
a radar
No,
wise.
a code on
So
thing.
not,
dog.
not
Me good,
one
me
part
good.
of the thing.
Wise, brother.
So read that one part of the thing. Cause
Yeah,
dance hall.
code on the thing, yeah, the code on the
That's
thing,
a
brother.
major part of the thing and go for
Yeah,
radio,
Yeah,
brother.
code on the thing, brother.
Media, brother.
And
You
slander and I call me names.
listen that. You can't lily down that.
Yeah, code
You
on the
can't
thing,
lily down
brother.
radio.
And slander and I call names.
Cow down and
What slander who for
media
name?
undermine the
Nobody
thing.
has slander, yo.
Who slander who for name?
Who slander you against Google?
Him no
Every
know
story-
cow down
Me
mean.
try
Every
with
story I said cow down. I
Cow
did not
down,
say
brother.
you're a cow, sir.
No, I must say Jude slander him name, Papa. Jude, I call him.
Wait,
breadfruit.
Oh,
me
Then
ask,
the
Call him
breadfruit.
breadfruit.
me ask, how does society fight dancehall?
Jude,
Tell
I
me
call him
how.
and roast
And
breadfruit.
go for
brother.
payola?
Then the breadfruit settings.
Yes, so now cow down settings then.
roast and fry, roast and
Yeah,
fry.
the cow down settings, do the thing. Me
This
see
is
the one
Barca.
the emergence of
Barca,
dancehall, the emergence of dancehall never
This
really
is Barca.
rely.
Now, what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, if you have a society that bottlenecks every medium that black people should use,
I'm asked,
To be
what are
successful.
these mediums? What are these mediums? Me ask.
mediums
I
are,
mentioned them.
mediums are,
And
the
I mention
mediums
dancehall,
are-
me ask how.
it is a scam because at the end of the day, there should not be anything called payola, sir.
Payola is not unique to Jamaica.
Hear the
To
man
the
say
brother.
me.
Brother,
Yeah, the
Jamaica
man.
we are
Yeah,
dealing
man.
with. My brother,
We're talking about
scamming is
scamming, and you are talking about not,
not
unique.
unique
So
to
guess
Jamaica
what?
anyway.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So
Jamaica we are
crime.
dealing, brother.
So because it is not
Yeah, if you go
a
on.
crime.
Me never says
where
payola.
you give a fuck, boy.
Yeah, try to say.
It don't really matter.
Google. For say, man,
It
if
don't
you
really
pay
matter.
them money.
But
to play,
because
we
scamming
support that
you
really.
have a bag of gun and you're afraid for the man them come kill you. You have a problem with that.
No, where you saying it really matter? Where you saying it really matter?
No, but we are talking.
Where you saying it really matter?
No, but what you are saying don't really matter either.
No, what
You're
am
a
I saying?
chauvinist, sir.
No, but
You're
what
a
am I?
chauvinist,
What
sir.
am I saying doesn't really matter? What me say when it matter?
No, what are you saying? What are you saying? Me look at you and say payola shouldn't be a part of the music, and you say payola is not unique to Jamaica, sir.
So is that
What
true?
the hell
So
are we
that's true or
talking
false?
about?
Support
this scamming?
payola.
So it's not a
Aren't
fact.
we talking about white collar crimes and all of that? Now that we're talking about, and I'm giving you an example of a white collar crime. So we
Exactly,
should
that
not
we are
speak
doing.
on white collar crime then.
Payola
That's
relates to
what I'm gonna do a
what?
while ago, like,
Payola relates to
go
what? The
over,
airplay on
why?
radio. True or false? Payola
Brother, I
is it
still-
real airplay on
What
radio?
are you talking about?
Me ask that question.
A radio
Me ask that
DJ
question.
should not be taking any form of funds
Right.
to
PMN
play
to play
a song on the radio.
The
Because
dancehall
they're
emergence
employed.
rely on uptown and those things. The emergence of dancehall rely on those things. Me ask.
What are you talking about? Yeah, no.
Did the emergence
No,
of
what are you
dancehall?
talking about? No,
Did
sir,
the
what are you
emergence-
talking about?
I'm asking
The
you a
emergence
question.
of dancehall, the emergence of Jamaican music on a whole
Mhm.
came as a result of white men coming and establishing dancehall music and reggae music.
Oh, me never know say white man established dancehall reggae music. Point
Now,
taken.
who established it out in the world?
No, me not
Who
talk
put
about in
Bob
the
Marley out in the
world.
world?
Me not talk
Who
about in the
put
world.
Bob Marley
Me
out
not
in the
talk about
world?
in Jamaica. Me not talk in Jamaica.
But what are you talking about, sir?
No, are you saying that white man come and establish dancehall in Jamaica?
We are talking about scamming, and we are saying the fact say young youth was paid thousands of dollars to get a tune mixed and mastered, still have to go pay thousands of dollars again to play on the radio station. And the radio station, I gotta tell this person, say, yo, all right, we're gonna play a tune and play a tune 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
When
And
nobody
leave
now
the
listen.
prime time,
Yeah,
leave the
nobody now
prime time
listen.
hours,
A big scam that's
leave the
weird.
prime time hours for all a man now like Shaggy, a man like Sean Paul,
Yeah, them established
a man
artists there
like
already.
Magic, we sing about Rude, a man like Alba Rosie. We just come and just say, yo, hear me, you know, so and so, play that tune for me. I play right away.
Right.
That's a scam in itself, dog. That's how we're talking about the scam.
So
We're
Bun
not talking
Piola.
about
Bun
We're not
Piola.
talking about the consequences of it. And we're not talking about where it came from. We're just talking about crime, white collar, scamming. That's how we're talking about, sir. So we're not to mention the scamming thing then.
No, we never say enough mention it.
So we're not to mention the facts, say.
All
Finsack is a scam.
mediums.
Finsack is a scam.
Carlos
Yeah,
Hill,
I
them
admit that.
same
Olins.
people.
And the Olins.
The same
yeah,
thing.
same
Holdings,
thing.
all of
Pyramid.
the Holdings thing is a scam.
The
Pyramid.
same woman there
Land
from
thing in a Jamaica is a scam.
Yeah.
That big
Land
NCB
is a
scam.
big scam in a Jamaica.
woman.
Insurance.
Oh,
Insurance
Your
scam.
insurance
Insurance.
is a scam.
Card.
Mm.
Credit
The
card.
telecommunications
Them banking
is a scam.
fees, they are scam.
JPS is a scam.
JPS are
What
big
the
one, man.
commission?
Water
Well,
commission
well,
is a scam.
Yeah, them not too bad still, yeah.
NHT.
NHT
All NHT are
is
scam.
a wicked
How long me a
scam.
pay a
Oh,
house
you-
in Chester
oh,
and
you are,
can't
oh, you
get the
are.
house?
Oh, you
All
are.
you are is a scam.
Yeah. What them
And
they
this one
set
name,
up against
consumer affairs is a scam.
people?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, consumer
All
affairs
of that
commission.
who that
What don't know
affect,
what
all
don't
of
know
them
what?
there, who it affect, who it
What?
affect.
Don't waff. What don't waff?
Don't a waff is a
Big
rape.
Yeah.
scam.
The police
Customs.
force. The police
What?
force.
Customs.
The police force.
Why?
Customs.
Right and left.
The
Police
police
force.
force.
Scam.
US embassy
On
is
you
a
go
scam.
overboard now.
What?
Visa
So you said the
scam.
police
Go
force and the
overboard.
scam yard? Where I said the
What you
police
talking
force?
about, yard?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
Visa
boy, yeah.
scam.
Visa is a
All different
scam.
type of thing.
Where you had
So,
say?
what-
Work,
protect
the
the citizen.
application is a scam.
Work and
Yeah.
travel scam.
Yeah, the
Everything I scam. them.
Driver's
yeah,
license
you
is
feel
a
protected.
scam.
Me?
The fitness
Yeah.
fee a scam.
Fitness
Registration
fee
fee a scam. PN
Them
ticket.
ticket-
Avoiding PN ticket a scam.
from
What does that
the
say?
general to the advantage.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
scam.
That's a list, them, brother. We know what debatable, brother.
Alright,
Cause
so,
some
so,
man benefit
so
off
in other words then.
And
There's a
lot-
lot
JUTC
say
too.
that. You
Don't
see?
forget
So in
JUTC.
other
And
words,
the
in other-
other
JUTC.
word,
in other words,
other
follow.
words,
JUTC
we
too.
focus on the young men who are choppy line.
Yeah,
other
that's the
words-
problem, Cap.
In other words,
Gun come through
Black
wharf.
man, young
Yeah.
black man, Salaman.
Gun them
Yeah.
come through wharf, brother.
And poor man
Yeah.
own wife. Poor man own
Poor
wife.
man no own wharf.
four man work off too.
We
So-
never say own, brother.
But Anna Ima make the decision to
We
make
say-
them big
sorry,
fat
we never
gun
say
they come through.
work. We say own. Exactly.
So when me
Somebody
ask-
have to look past
so
and
in
money
ca-
around.
so now I try to-
Yeah, car brokership. a
Car
big
dealership.
Scam.
Yeah, car dealership.
Big scam. The shipping brokers them a
Mr.
big
Ian
scam.
Lynn, Mr. Ian Lynn, where him run gone?
All right, CarMax, brother. Come now,
CarMax, where
the
run
media.
Anna Carmax, him did there something they do,
Run
and did
Ghana
there a
foreign.
Stewards, him did there work a Mitsubishi first, you know. About how
Yeah.
much money and runway and
Automotive sales.
motor sales and then runway and
What is
come
his
back
last name? Why
and
him last name? Why him last
Lynn.
name?
Lane.
That's
Lynn.
why him could have get
Ian Lynn.
heads up and cut got foreign.
Yeah, all the lie them must
upper
stand.
class.
All the lie
Upper
them.
class man that could have cut.
And the lie
Poor
them.
man
Yeah.
can't cut.
General
I'll-
penitentiary is a scam.
And
What
the
the next
lie
one
them.
name?
too. The lie them.
what the lawyer woman, the land lawyer, the one that shit up herself in a prison,
Mavado.
in a
Mavado.
courthouse, or about
The one
Mavado how much
Yeah, with
money,
the land, I'll know.
and shit up
Yeah.
herself.
All that.
So the
John
lie
know.
them a scammer too, yeah?
Yeah, man, them a big fraud, man.
So what we are trying to say is
No,
that
no,
we-
the lie is a scam. The justice system.
yeah, the
The
justice
system.
system.
It's
Yeah.
a fraud,
Because
big
let's
fraud.
give an example now. Bima man will shoot young boy in him face.
John know, KC youth star, Jaja.
And
Rest in
nothing
peace.
no come out of it.
Kajil Mills.
Yeah, yeah, KC, brother.
Nothing at all come off it.
So
Yeah.
Not at all.
Give a next one,
Not
man.
at
Give a next
all.
one, man. We have to give a next one, man.
Holy
Teacher them a scam.
Next one out there.
The teacher them a scam.
yeah.
Or the teacher them a scam. Tell me
Them
that.
a scam,
Some of them-
man. I connect money on a fast.
Them a
What?
scam freely.
Teacher them a
They-
scammer,
they-
man,
they-
I mean.
them-
Big
they-
bum buckle
Yeah,
scam.
man,
man.
So them not
Yeah,
teach the
they-
curriculum.
what? Extra
I'm not
class.
go around you.
Yeah.
I'm
Extra
not go around
class
you.
and now
Online
provide the
education
material.
is a scam.
Yeah, man, that's a scam too. Can you say man turn up online?
Vaccination
Some of the teachers
program
not
is
go
a
online.
scam.
Biggest scam that.
Vaccination
Man,
program is a
teacher come and
scam.
defend.
You hear me a defend?
teacher.
You hear me a
Can't
defend,
defend
sir,
that.
teachers? Me not defend it.
Online
You
education
me
is
not
a
defend it,
scam.
brother.
So all we are trying to say, you
Vaccination program
know,
is scam.
people, don't take it for a joke, you know, and end Google. All we are trying to say is the real issue here is not the youth them in a mobile where a choppy line or wherever else out west that are chopping a line.
Who manipulate the system.
Exactly.
Western Union,
And the call
Raking
centers.
in millions
Onigram.
of profit.
And
Them
the
a
call
make
centers.
millions
call
of profit.
centers.
Mhm.
Yes, man.
You see them treated. Western
Even the post
Union,
office. The
And the
post
te-
office as well, you know.
post
Yeah,
office
man,
as
them
well
are
is a
raking
big scam.
millions.
And the telecommunications
Because
companies,
no.
telecommunication.
Because
Yeah.
suppose
Crime.
me tell you, the post office them working. That's why bank stop sending your credit card through the mail now, you know.
Or them used to take out the card out of
Them
the
used to
mail.
slit out the mail,
Yeah,
take out the card
Yeah,
information, seal it back,
yeah,
and sell that information to the man them.
yeah.
Same post office.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. Clone the card them. Some of them clone the card them too.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
a case
yeah, that
then go where we
I
are
know
saying
this. I know this. Know this to Jero. All of them type of crime there, the bigger man have to know.
and
Yeah,
he
man,
might eat out of it as well.
This a big
no
man
wag
have
one,
to
man.
know.
There might be equipment and the know-how.
Even
Yeah, man,
right
I might get a
now,
big
man
slice of
have
the
to know.
share. Afi.
even,
It's a
even
big
right
man
now,
have to know.
the one with the woman there, down a Ministry of Education.
Which one?
How is it that the same one,
Grace
the new one?
McLean.
Yeah.
Grace
How
McLean.
is it that 124 million just disappear?
Missing
How is it
in a
that
thin air.
you used to work or you were on the
Under
board
fair watch.
at CMU while them did do them foolishness, and then you get big promotion and come at MOU and same foolishness are going to MOU? All I mean for do follow the money trail. Come
What
can
do you
tell
mean
you say
MOU?
but
I mean
MOA.
CMU.
MOE, sorry, MOE,
MOE.
I never that, you know.
MOE,
But
MOE,
Jero,
MOE, sorry,
Jero, I
sorry.
never that, you know. Jero, I never that, you know. $120 million disappear. And you have young black youths out there
Who still can't get
Can't get a
little
tablet.
education.
Can't get a tablet.
I know, guess what the worst thing about it? The audacity to come tell poor people now, see how she gonna pan
Man,
leave.
Yeah.
We're going to
And I go
leave.
stretch it out and
With
stretch
pay.
it out and stretch it out. Look on roll weed.
Just that real
Roll
greed.
read
Real
again.
still
Real
up and leave.
greed.
Him still
Real
up and
greed.
leave.
Paid.
With him
Hold on,
pay.
people.
11
And the
million
man
a
I say,
year.
more live
11
till
million a week.
2023.
Yeah,
11
and
million
fix
a
it
Till
up.
year.
2023, I was just then at
From CMU. Let me
2021.
get paid said way
Him,
better.
him want the pan leave.
Let me give
He
you a
have to
bigger
collect money.
fraud.
A joke.
11
Give you a
million.
bigger fraud.
Hey,
You know who's a fraud? That what them call them? What them call a person?
Who that? Who you attack?
No,
Bishop
ombudsman.
Blair, where Bishop
No,
Blair used to be.
not
Ombudsman, the political
ombudsman.
ombudsman. That don't make no sense. A biggest fraud that.
No,
No,
man, the
man.
Governor General.
It make no sense.
No, wait,
and the
man.
Governor General.
Guess what?
Bishop Blair was
Political
Governor
We have
General.
a next one
ombudsman.
too.
The
What the
ombudsman.
next
Me know
one?
which-
What the
Me
next
know which one
one?
you're
Public
talking
defender.
about.
The
Defender,
public
yes,
defender.
yes.
The Tivoli
Public
people.
defender,
The
public defender.
How
Eh.
foolish
Nah,
is that?
man, and that man.
Yeah.
You have a old. You remember that
A
old boy
public
there?
defender, man. A public
It's
defender,
Ochi.
brother. A public
The old boy
defender.
talk so.
I hate, man.
I told
yeah.
you to
Yeah, no,
not.
that, man.
Yo,
We're not,
yo,
Yeah, with that, with that.
them boy, they know the last time I check, you know, the political ombudsman, you know. Wait a man, the political
Man, counting words,
ombudsman.
man.
I told you to
The
not.
ombudsman and the public defender.
Biggest
Close to
fraud, that,
almost
man.
$10 million a year, them boy.
Yes, man.
Or more.
For doing nothing.
All
No, look
Anderson.
on the
All
turmoil.
All policeman
Pan the turmoil
Anderson.
the country there.
What name ya?
No,
Commissioner.
man, look on the turmoil.
Commissioner
the country there.
Anderson.
But
Look on
debatable.
the turmoil the country there, and I'll know in here who's this public defender. And
No,
the
What is
public-
debatable? What is debatable, Yad?
No, yeah, man, so no. But
What is debatable?
the Governor General can be a scamming thing, you know. Can make no sense in Jamaica.
It is.
It can be.
It
It makes sense.
It is in another
Not
IP.
1 cent.
It's
Not
another
1
IP privileged
Hmm?
position what we don't need. Why
Yeah.
Barbados
Ceremonial.
why,
boast the
why
slave.
Barbados can done with them?
Yeah, and Trinidad, and we still are
wrap up
stuck with
with
it.
them.
Yeah, but if the GG
And
go
still
away,
have-
Yeah,
there
we
will
know
be
we are
an
trying.
equivalent.
Money.
We will get an equivalent if him go away.
It would be a president.
Yeah, but
But
it
at
will-
least
the
it will
position won't
represent
go away.
us.
The position won't go away.
It would be a president, not a governor general, brother. Would be a
I
republic.
didn't say it
Nobody
would be a
mislead the-
governor general,
nobody-
but there will be
nobody
a
mislead
position.
the- Yes,
There
we know,
will
but
be a
nobody
position.
mislead the people when we
I'm not
listen,
misleading
brother.
the people. I'm
But at
saying
least,
there will nonetheless be somebody
it's
in
that
the
person
position.
represent we, not the crown. We understand that and go over, but at least they'll represent the mass, not a crown. Not
And
the queen,
Barbados is not a republic.
No, we know. But
We're
I'm
not
just
misleading
saying,
the people.
unless
Because when I say
Barbados president,
Barbados,
well, man,
Barbados is not a
I
republic.
said
Trinidad have
Barbados
republic.
not done with the
Trinidad
Queen.
have republic. No, they remove the queen. It's in the process to remove the queen. So
Exactly. So that we're
they will
talking
have a
about.
president basically, and then a prime minister.
So
Yeah,
that we're talking about. We're
Yeah.
talking about the governor general.
that
where
for that
is-
show, man.
Where is the replacement for the goddamn queen if bullshit going?
Mm. Right.
This man here have to tell whether or not we need state of emergency.
Yeah.
And the only time
Man.
him becomes, and the only time him
This is all
becomes,
fat, yeah.
the only time him come relevant
A heroes day.
upon years there,
Heroes
they might
Day.
show
Yeah, the
full
medal
medal
day.
around people neck.
But
Yeah.
I don't remember him after that.
We bought the pin per man clothes and I
That
get about
for
Yeah.
collect
$1
how
million
much
a
And
year.
Leah
$1 million a
Reeves, a
year.
hero spark. Yeah.
Nothing more I don't remember him for.
Yeah. Oh, you
That's
remember
a
when
scam.
you remember when the man named the thief some act up at the place and them give the man was 6 months in prison.
I
They
know,
come and they are
realize
thief.
that most of them governor general are
same governor
70
general
Adventists,
place.
you know. Most of them governor general 70 Adventists, you know. Right now,
got you, Salaman.
we need in a Jamaica right now. We need to start teach poor people what is petitioning.
What is what? What is what?
To petition.
Oh, okay.
I think Jamaica needs some advanced petition thing if we need to start going in our country. Because guess what, you can't have a woman with thief, with allegedly thief $100 million and go up and leave, and you have a next man with thief another bag of money and still I get bag of money. Yo, it's crazy. And as a you choppy line, them a come bust a shot 9 face. You get what I say? So petitioning need to start going to Jamaica, whereby some of them ills they were going to the white collar part of the thing. We need to start put them out in a public, man. You know what I say? We need to, so that's me, that boy. This is a rough topic. We're not telling that. Yo,
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go now. Alright, I don't really see the difference between the two, and we at White Talk, we don't endorse the scamming thing. Alright? But like all them pressure, they get to use them with the scamming thing. They want them pressure like the uptown thing. And one of the biggest thing to me personally is the NHT. Biggest scammers of all long. People pay them money, and when you go to them, you don't know if you ever get no house or whatever. So I want to see people pressure them people get them accountable.
Exactly, petitioning.
Yeah, JPS, all them, OUR. Them my next one. Now them judging us there, just a collect back of money for no goddamn reason. Anything JPS say, them just approve. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So that's me. I'm out.
Alright, teacher, yeah man. Boy, want the society or the country at large deal with the thing on a fear basis, but guess what? Thief no prosecute thief, we are talking about the upper class. And them are the biggest set of thieves. And just always put the microscope on the poor black youth to start make money. I don't support scamming still, but them always pressure one set of class. And it's unfortunate for the poor black youth. Rich man a scam too, pressure him too. Name them, shame them. Nobody put them on leave and take them from the office and I still pay them millions of dollars. That don't make sense. Bun JPS, biggest scamming to NWC, NHT, the whole of the bank of fraud. All them people, insurance fraud, are the big set of scammers them. Boy, we need to get free up. Big man thing. I'm out. That's the teacher.
Teacher. We need to do a JPS topic for real. I'm here, and the teacher mentioned JPS, that's scammer. We need to do the JPS topic and the OUR topic for real. But, well, as at the start, we say we underscore the point that society view or perceive scamming different from so-called white collar crimes, and that's basically, as I said, because there's a linked and documented connection between scamming and violent crime, or the spread of violent crime, particularly in Western Jamaica and even the North Coast. This is the attention that government putting on scamming now is not because that was internally driven. It was driven by external factors, namely when the US senior citizens complained to their federal government and they pressure our local government to intervene. So that was the reason for that intervention by our local authorities. So really and truly, corruption in Jamaica, corruption has crippled Jamaica's development since independence. And this is well documented from the 1960s, from we're independent. When we get some money to build 10 schools, we only build 5 schools from the same money. And the history and legacy of politics and government in Jamaica has been a history and legacy of mismanagement. You know, imagine we get free bulb from Cuba and we had to spend $270 million to give people free bulb. So the whole corruption thing, it just the whole history and the legacy of politics in Jamaica. And as people, we need to hold our politicians more accountable. Let them feel it. Use a vote, and make them feel a vote. Let them do foolishness, vote them out. If you see them come around to you and I beg you this, beg them vote for them, run them because they're corrupt and they need to do better. And go out.
All right, so respect, team. So I could just close off this thing right now in a real and proper way. Is there a difference between scamming and white collar crime? No, both of them are just the same. And Google may mention that one is linked to violent crimes. However, the other one is just as wrong because they are withdrawing funding or monies that should be appropriated or shared with poorer people, but instead they take all of it, which leaves the poor man now with no other choice in regards to getting a piece of the pie. So at the end of the day,
that's why they started to scam.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we can't continue.
Don't interrupt him, Salaman. Uninterrupted.
We can't continue to shut down methods that our poorer society, our poorer members are using to get by, and don't give them an alternative. When you tell a youth now, say, boom, him can't scam and you stop scamming, what does he do? What is left for him to do? It is wrong in the sense that they are using, or it's now becoming violent, or they are using mechanisms and tricks and trade to dwindle people's funding. But just to see him, that lady in NCB took a little piece from everybody's account to build a big house, have theatre in the house, and all she has to now do is serve a little 5 or 6 years in prison. But the house is still there. Everything else is still there. But if it's a poor youth in scamming, they are going to take everything from him. The cars are still there at the house there. You see him, Mr. Ruel reading his allegations. He's still there at his house. He's still getting paid every month. He's still getting access to all these fundings. Scamming, just the same with the politicians. When they retire, they access their retirement payment immediately. But for us out there in society, we can't access our retirement funding as it relates to that until 15 years after we retire, which means we have to dead first. All of these things are scamming and they are causing problems in the country, and we need to stop just looking at scamming in regards to persons chopping the line and persons making calls and having an issue there. We need to access or have some form of equity right across the board, because all of these forms of monetary dwindling is all deemed as scamming. As Solomon said, we have to probably start do some petitioning to get things out and get people out and people moved. I think it might require more than just that. Might have to start stone some place to get some people out, because at the end of the day, these things are what are impacting the society on a whole. We don't own the wharves, we don't have access to the wharves, so why is it that so many guns are coming in to the country? Same with JPS. I remember one big supermarket chain did a thief light. You know, and it never come out here, but make it a poor man a thief light. So people, make we look into the situation and get things fixed. So team,
so get woke and stay woke, eh?
Yeah, so like
we never mentioned that one here, no. We never mentioned that one here.
Another episode of Barca.
Them.
Yeah, man.
Where the hotel them get.
Big up, peace and love.
Well, I said the hotel them get tax holiday. You have to look into it.
Hotel get tax holiday.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, every 5 years.
Yeah.
And then just change the name every 5 years.
Burn out the scammer them from both sides, especially the white collar them. Up, teacher. Blessings, people.
I'm out.
Another one.
I'm out.
Out.